talked to Matt Rhule on Friday. What did he like about fall camp? He got the sense. I mean, first of all, he's used this phrase a lot. This team is old but also young, so it's got a great roster makeup, and you have to give Rhule a lot of credit because the retention has kept a lot of older players, but they also obviously have brought in a huge wave of youth.
Yeah, he really painted an interesting picture that way, that he almost, when he addresses the team, he almost feels like he's addressing two teams. He's addressing all those veteran guys, Ty and Nash Hutmacher, Ty Robinson and Nash Hutmacher and Tommy Hill and John Bullock and Buford and Singleton, and I'm not going to name the entire defense, but a lot of
the phone book while you're
how about Ben Hart and Ben Scott, and how about Ramir Johnson, and all of them, all these older players, and then you also have a lot of youth on the team. I don't know, Sean, how many freshmen and redshirt freshmen? You're good at those numbers. If you're going to estimate freshmen and redshirt freshmen,
I wrote this and I should know this, but Nebraska, it's like over 50.
Right, I was going to say 50.
Wait, I want to say the freshman and redshirt freshman number is like it's almost 80.
Okay. See, that's interesting. Anyway.
And they're going to have to get down to 105 players next year.
He never felt like during the camp there was a letdown, I think it is a really good intangible team. I think that the intangibles are really good on this team. You know what, though, Sean? What I want to see, I'm gonna lapse into some Tommy tough talk. Is that what you call it? Tommy tough talk. What I want to see is those old guys once again will be put in some rough positions. They'll lose a game and then have to come. They'll lose a game and have to come back strong.
And they'll get questioned. And
yeah, and then the media will play that game of, oh, is this going to be the collapse now? Like we've seen so often, and they're going to have to ignore a lot of sort of negative discussion, like players in every market have to do. Can they do it? I'm talking about mental toughness. This group of veteran players has never played in a bowl game. They've never taken that step. Can they take that step? And a lot of it is mental. A lot of it's just mental.
And that's where, I think Rhule's strength of a coach is building the mental side of teams. Like he's proven that over his career.
I think you're right.
On how to psychologically build teams. What separates him over a Scott Frost to me is his ability to relate and connect with the players. Like he has an ultimate connection in relation to this team, where that was kind of a weakness of Frost. He didn't really connect or relate day to day with his players as much. And
I think you're right.
Frost, look, he knew how to call plays and he had a proven year at UCF, but he just didn't connect for whatever reason, especially with today's modern day player. I think Rhule really has a handle on that. That's a strength of his. I
agree with you. Isn't it interesting with Frost that when he came here, Sean, remember when he came here from UCF, it was portrayed that was a strength of his.
Like a player's coach.
Yeah. But I felt like when he got to Nebraska, that changed. I don't know if Frost is watching this, what he'd say about that, but there
were just more distractions being back home for a guy. Just friends and family around more and other things. Where at UCF, it's probably just you and your assistants and maybe your wife and kids. That's it.
Right. The spotlight's not even close. It's not even close at UCF. So I think that's not a bad explanation. I think the distractions here are, especially for a guy like Frost,
embraces that.
Yeah, especially for a guy like Frost, the distractions are probably ridiculous. There's probably a lot of them. Rhule embraces it, but Rhule, now I'm going to say a young guy phrase, he kind of keeps the main thing, and he'll allude to it sometimes. He alluded it today when you asked him about playing in Ireland. He'd be interested, but he said, my job is roster. I got to build this roster and coach the team. And I don't want to think too much about other things because that's getting me away from the main. He keeps the main thing. Coach the team, build the roster. Build the roster.
What did you make of him saying, like, we were told we're not going to do that ever again and we're not going to do alternate? Was that a Trev thing above him that said, hey, we're not going to do that Ireland thing ever again?
It sounded like that.
Yeah, it just felt like an admin thing. But the Cincinnati thing, he's all for. So next year, Nebraska will play in Indianapolis in what I like to call the El Toro Bowl.
Right. And the reason he is all for a neutral site game is because it's not really a neutral site game because Nebraska fans flood the place.
Indy will be a challenge, though.
Why is that?
Because it's not easily accessible.
No. But, man, I'll tell you one thing, and I think you would agree with me. That's next year. They play Cincinnati at what's that place called? Lucas Oil Stadium. Go.
Well, if
you're
they
a
have a
Nebraska
great
fan,
year this year,
go. It's a great venue. It's a tremendous venue. It's a very accessible from once you get there downtown. It's downtown. I mean, I would just be all about it if I were a fan. It would be a great trip.
You just want to go to El Toro.
Can we? No, you know what, Sean? I want to go to the real famous place.
Oh, St. Elmo.
Yeah, I want to go back there.
Separate checks, though. I'll go if I don't have to.
Yeah,
buy
100.
I'll go if I don't have to buy 7 people's dinner.
100. Well, not 7. But no, that. Hey, listen. I don't know.
Our wives are gonna be like, who are the other people?
Your wife. Hey, now listen. I'd be happy to pick up my own check.
I'm kidding.
Right. No, I would be. I'm not. I'll pick.
Did you eat the shrimp cocktail?
Yes, Sean. I ate. I've been there twice.
Our videographer, remember how he gets all sweaty like when he eats the spicy food like that.
Sweaty anyway, but
he got sweaty at In-N-Out Burger this year. It wasn't even spicy.